Hey, hello everybody. How's it going? Welcome to your Photoshop Creative Challenge recap. My name is Wade Acuff, and I'll be your host today for this recap. If you don't know what the recap is, it's basically taking a moment to highlight our community to see what they've done over the course of this couple of weeks of challenges. Just because this session is ending, or this group of challenges is ending, that doesn't mean there aren't more challenges out there. You can find a link in the description below for more challenges. And also, anybody that's still working on the challenges, I will be there for feedback even after this is over. So if you just put your work into the Discord, we will get to it. What's up, everybody? How's it going? I'm gonna take a look. I see a lot of familiar faces. I see people that have done a lot of work in these challenges. What's up, Robert? How's it going, Anki? Sam, thanks so much for being here and being our mod. All right, let's get to today's your work. We're gonna get to your work. We're gonna take a look at everything. First day of the challenge was Tangled Type. This is where we tried to use the Illustrator features, intertwine feature in Illustrator to improve your Photoshop workflow. You know, if you don't know Illustrator, I understand. It's a little daunting jumping into a new program. This was my example. I added some styles and some grain after the fact. But let's talk about your examples. Let's take a look. I'm going to pull up the Discord. And we may do some jumping around, back and forth. So we had Satlin, who took the word of Photoshop and intertwined. And I'm just going to be using a lot of the thumbnails here. They did update this after the fact. I really liked the changing of the word so that it's kind of like on has got like a wave and helping out the ribbon look. There were some updates to this. I think I have the update over here. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the we may bump down to the update later on. Who I noticed Satlin and Kid Wolf and several others, I think, did every single challenge. If there's anybody in chat that also attempted or did all the challenges, give us a little wave emoji. So we're going to scroll down here. Yeah, we've got Segbavi. Let's see. I think the weave version of this really worked nicely. There's sometimes the in and out of the ribbon can kind of obstruct what you're trying to read. So that was a big issue with my design as well. I was trying to make sure it was balanced so that you can continue to read. Let's see what we have here. Dehuman with intertwined. I think this was a prior challenge, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Still looks great. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, great shadows probably on this as well. But bumping back, let's see. There's mine. I'm just going to hop to what we have here. Yeah, I think this is Hughes. Yeah. Merry Christmas. This did get updated, which that was another thing I really liked about seeing all of the work that you guys are doing. So you'd submit an image. I would give a little bit of feedback. Some of you would go the extra mile and update this. This got updated as well. I think I mentioned something about some of these areas being crossed off, like cutting through, slicing through the letter. And then Hugh went back and corrected some of those. So that was really cool. Megan with hopes and wishes, very positive, positive vibes here. I think the only recommendation I had for this was to maybe bring the ampersand up, and that was also updated. Frank, of course, coming in here with some fire on this. I love the rope twangling. That's not what it's doing. It's intertwining. My only suggestion, this is a lot of times my suggestions are very like nitpicky. Like, this is great. We know this is great. but I kind of wanted to see like maybe the it's hard to explain it, but maybe it's the text at different, more of an angle, because it looks like they're not on the same plane, and it almost doesn't look like it's intentional. If it were more intentional, I think it would stand out a little bit better. And this is the update that Megan posted. Very cool. Natalia Miller. This was a really nice one. I love the color scheme. I'm going to open this one all the way up. But the only thing I would do here is add a little bit of shadow. Like there's shadow on the lettering, but not shadow on the ribbon. I think Frank mentioned that in some feedback. And again, thanks everybody for giving feedback. That's that's part of what this is about for the community, just to kind of if they see something they think might help an image, be kind and let someone know. These are the updates for Sotlins. Let's see. Anki says, I started these challenges a couple days late this time. That's fine. That's why they remain up. You can go back. You can, do the ones you haven't done in the past. Let's see. This is very nice. I think, Ted, this was the only thing I saw in this, Ted, that you've got this sort of the same thing where there's no shadow on the back of the letter. Again, kind of a nitpick. And then in some areas, there's some transparency happening. And I don't think that's intentional, but it still looks great. I love the 3D lettering on that. Fearless Art. I don't know what it is about this one, but I really like it. It's super playful. I don't know. I think it's maybe just the bulb, the lights, the way they are, but the intertwining looks really good. There's a little bit of a skew happening on this bulb, and it doesn't seem to be happening on the others. And again, not a big deal, but just wondered what that was about. Let's see. Started 9 days late. No worries. Let's see. So we've got Jillian Werb with ribbon. Sort of the same thing. Shadowing on the back on the letters could help. Robert Carjaw. Robert. I thought this was really cool with the. I'm gonna pop in here on this one. I really liked transparency. This is almost like a different. The highlight of this one for me is the ribbon having a little bit of like translucent look. Thought that was really cool idea. Kid Wolf. I think Kid Wolf was another one that did every single challenge. String lights over the Christmas tree. This one also got updated over the Merry Christmas. This one also got updated. Choosing to not only intertwine the lights, but also the ribbons. So that is a lot of work. Sotlin, I thought this was really cool. This is for, this is our, let's see, day 2. Auto align, auto blend. I kind of left this one up to you guys because I showed several techniques and just said, hey, if you want to composite something, composite it. That could be your auto align. I showed you how to blend multiple photos. And I think, yeah, this was my example for that one where we auto aligned the 4 map pieces that I gave you guys. But jumping back into the Discord, which I'm trying to do. Did I lose my Discord? Uh-oh. Shouldn't have. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, cool. So Sotlin didn't do the maps thing, but it's a really striking image. I thought it was really cool. And did use some of the border, the little border technique that I showed at the end of that. It's really nice. Let's see. There's one I definitely want to get to here because this was the only one that actually took the compositing as a challenge, and we may see it later on. But this is from Jez, and they took the foreground and blended it with this background. I thought this turned out really nicely for a really quick, simple technique. It works. There's a video for this as well. If you guys want to check that out, that is on the Discord as well. This is another day 1 challenge. by Segbavi. Jillian did multiple here. This I did discuss dropping out the water, some of the water elements from your map. I think that turned out pretty cool. Sometimes the text could get lost if I think that's what the border of the text was for. But at a distance, it may still be difficult to read. So always check for that sort of thing. Let's see. Anki with another day one, another ribbon. Happy holiday. Lots of holiday stuff. I wonder why. I wonder if it's the season. Megan is definitely making her own path with this challenge. Just decided no maps, nothing. Just gonna make my own path. I think these are snowshoes, which is kind of cool. I do like this. Tarek, the Winter Soldier, and this one did get updated as well, I believe. Really liking the Tokyo map, and did a cherry blossom color theme. I did think the type is starting to get a little light, so I just recommended to add a little bit of contrast to keep that legible. Kid Wolf also took some feedback and did an update. And let's see, now we're moving through to, we're going to see a mix of these, so just be prepared for the whole mix. Yeah, they are snowshoes. Okay, Megan is confirming they are snowshoes. Let's see, oh wait, what did it see? I'm just going to check here. Oh, I see. Yeah, Llama is giving some feedback. Always say to myself that I need to do the challenge as it is. Yeah, I like for people to get creative. That's a lot of times why I don't provide everything, because I always think about what would I do in this situation, and that usually keeps me more interested than just following somebody else's, unless it's specifically technique based. Then I am like, okay, then I need to have the elements. But when it's kind of like, here's a method, go for it. Let's see. Okay, we're on to back to day 3. We're already on. This was the silhouette illustration where I just showed you. I think the tree render function, and then we added a background. I originally made a stylized background for this, but then I wanted to just say, hey, you could add a photographic element. And we have our heroes here, Grandoff, the Off-White, I think, and then Bilbert Braggins or something like that. But back to the Discord. Kid Wolf, no, wait, this is Satlin. I saw a wolf, so I started to think maybe that was Kid Wolf. But Satlin's, let's see. This one also got updated. The feedback here was, looks like this is not silhouetted, and there's no wrong. It's nothing wrong about it. It's just that was the challenge. So the background looks more silhouetted, like there's light on the foreground. And then Tariq with We the Ones, little collage here. Let's see, moving through. Bip, bip, bip. Got another day 1. Okay, so Megan is winning at the pun game. She's definitely making the moose out of life. But beyond the punny points, the image here is really nice. Like this, squinting at it, you would think, oh, this might be an actual silhouette. But the background works really well with this. All together, a nice image. Composition's dead center with the title kind of pointing out that it's a moose. I like it. I have a problem, I know, Megan says in chat. Hugh, I like this one. We do have like a rule of thirds going on with the eagle, so that's looking nice. The only thing that I would pick out on this is this. There's like 2 trees, maybe 3, that are lighter in the middle of. It looks like the grade should go dark, lighter, lightest, and probably from camera it would be darker, lighter, lightest. There's a set of trees that I think are that should be behind to kind of get that atmospheric perspective. Let's see, snow coming in with just I just wanted to do a ribbon. Let's just do a ribbon challenge. Looks great. I mean, I really enjoy, like, multiple people did multiple challenges, like did the same challenge multiple times. Always good. Let's see. Kid Wolf with changes from feedback. I mean, you love to see it. Love to see it. Again, more changes from feedback. That's always good to see. Kid Wolf with the silhouette. A pack of wolves, no doubt. Let's see. There's feedback being taken. Sotland making this silhouette happen. This one cracked me up as well. I love to see some dinos. So, you know, and a dino has a friend, apparently. Fearless art, making my dreams come true with dinosaurs walking around. Snow nails it as always. Yes, Ted says Snow nails it as always. Of course. Robert with a work in progress. Very cool using. I think you might have been using the maps I provided, but we did talk about Snazzy Maps, which is a nice little resource for maps. And then we have Snow again, with almost like a tourist poster. Let's see. Okay, now we're moving back into, and again, some of these won't be in order, but I'm attempting it. We're about to run out of time, so I'm gonna have to step it up. So we had the Fantasy Panorama, which this was, oh yeah, mine. We're not gonna take a look at mine. You know what mine looks like. Let's take a look at yours. And back to this. So a lot of people did images first, and that's cool. I mean, I even mentioned in the challenge, images are fine. So I'm just going to come through a bunch of these, Sotland with multiple options. This was mine. You can click on it if you want to see it. Jillian Werb, I liked this one a lot. Let's take a look at the video. Some of these you have to download to look at, and that's cool. But some of them you do not. I did take a look at every one of them that came through. Megan's is really interesting. I'm going to show the image real quick. I think we have a rover, a moon crater rock thing, a rover, maybe the Titanic, some massive, I think this is like a dino skull, and then a spaceship. I'm into it. I'm into all of those things. Yeah. Let's see. So let's see. This is Kid Wolves with wolves. I actually enjoyed this one a lot. Little wolves running around this little rock, little earth orb. Snow with the silhouette challenge. I thought this was not intentional, but this was apparently intentional. I thought this might have been some artifacting happening, but the record was set. I was wrong. That was intentional. The banner challenge was interesting for all of us, I think. I had a lot of fun with it. Megan, I think, made a really good, let's see. Yeah. Oh, Kid Wolf's had me cracking up. Look at this. This is amazing. Let's see. Megan's turned out great. Like real, like professional grade. Satlin in here with some, I couldn't determine if this was leopards or cheetahs, and then I kind of gave up. They have spots. Let's see. Angel Eyes Forever. I really like this one. This was the panorama. Let's see if we can make this play. Just making a black hole and animating it in Photoshop. Who knew? Who knew that was a thing? Very cool. Angel Eyes Forever with their perfume. White Tiger. Let's see. Now, Frank, of course, knocking it out of the park again with a silhouette challenge, making a Blade Runner poster. I think he said he used screen grabs and then silhouetted the shapes. Too good. Too good. Let's see. This one was cool. Animated type. This was day 6. We Will Rock You. You do have to click it to watch it play again. I love the notes falling down. I did download this Sotland, animating some shapes made in Illustrator. This one was really cool. Anki did do, this was windmills, but there was some feedback taken and then recreated it. I think we may see it later on. That's my challenge. We're into day 7 isometric map. Sotland did this. I pointed out maybe adding shadows that go the same direction as the tree line, and also maybe scale. And definitely a light indicator over here. Yeah, the black hole turned out really, really nice. Let's see, animated type. We can just see the GIF over here. Perfect word to animate for jumping, jump, or for phonetic type, jump. It's really nice by Anki. This one's really cool. It's very frenetic by CK, but it's attention grabbing. Don't skip out on the foot tapping. That's very important. I really like that touch. Kid Wolf, okay, we gotta take a look at this. I know we're running out of time, but if you haven't, take a look at what's happening here, please. There are puppies, wolf pups, sliding down the mountain. Cracking me up. It's good stuff. Angel Eyes Forever, really nice use of this animated type. Brought in another GIF, I think, and made this on top. Very cool. Megan messing with our minds here with this one. I think if there were shadows were coming forward as opposed to the direction we did the example, that would be better there. But this is really nice. Nice font pairing, I think, as well for her Deck the Halls. You can back it up. Take a look again. Very cool. Frank again coming in hot with this one. This looks great, of course. The only small thing I would do is like check out for blown out areas. But man, come on, talk about good stuff. This is that update where there's some parallax going on because the background is a little bit faster than the foreground. Let's see. This one was really nice. There's actually reindeer back here, but they kind of got lost, but I still really enjoyed the style of it. Moving on. Don't need to see that one. Kid Wolf really trying some things here. I really like the ambition. Got a waterfall coming over here. Use the tree render as well. Very nice. Sotland with slightly... this is wine drips, right? Wine, because there's wine glasses. Yeah. Yeah, that's the old Krampus holiday invitation. Low-key art giving us some animated. Ho, 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 'tis the season. Very cool. I like this image a lot. I didn't see an animated version of this, but the way this was getting stylized really stood out to me. Megan with a really nice invitation. And then Kid Wolf with their invitation as well, using both the elements that I provided you guys. Jez playing catch up, but this is where you can see that really nice composite photo showing the photos and then compositing them, but then also providing the silhouette. You know, it's Star Wars themed. Someone contact Val. We have a Star Wars themed sighting. Snow made a really nice water cube from the isometric map design. I think this structure would have been better if it was like an aerial down view, but looking good. All right, now we're on to our last day, and Sotland had me cracking up. So I don't know if I know I mentioned that it was a nose, but this was supposed to be a nose on my version that I showed as an example on my pattern. But this face has me dying, by the way. It really does. But I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see. We've got another silhouette, the isometric. This one, real quick, this is really well done. This is really nicely put together. I think the background is a little distracting, but then Dorino went and changed it answering feedback. Really nice. Mead with a nice I'll be gnome for Christmas. Very cool. And I think that's going to wrap us up here. We've got a few more. Those are mine. And then we've got Kid Wolf. Megan with an amazing little spin on it. I wanted to know if this was original art. Very cool. Just to say that you can take it and make it your own for sure. But yes, that's going to about do it for today. But I wanted to thank everybody for this last couple of weeks. Has been amazing. I love giving the feedback and seeing the work in chat. In the Discord and talking to chat. But before we go, I want to mention real quick that next week we're going to have some holiday specials kicking off. I'll be on at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. You can see the lineup here. We'll be getting to those next week. Please join us. It's going to be a lot of fun with everybody from the Adobe Live community. So come back for that. And yeah, thanks everybody. It's been a great couple of weeks, and we'll see you soon. Stick around for all the live stuff that's coming up next. Bye everybody.